Hey everyone, and welcome. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. In this explainer, we're going to dive right into navigating unlinked codes for your Firestick and Android TV, but we're doing it with a strict, zero-compromise focus on IT safety, device security, and compliance. So if you've ever wondered how to actually use these third-party tools without, turning your hardware into a massive security vulnerability, well, you're in exactly the right place. Let's get into it.
All right, so here's our quick roadmap for today. We're going to start by understanding unlinked platforms, then check out some top code libraries, dig into the security and safety risks, walk through a step-by-step installation, and finally, wrap up with some technical performance considerations. Starting off with Section 1, Understanding Unlinked Platforms, and the basics of third-party distribution. So, at its core, Unlinked is a third-party app distribution platform. It basically popped up to fill the void left when the old file-linked service was discontinued. And let's be real, if you have ever tried typing out a massive 50-character download URL using nothing but that tiny plastic Firestick remote, yeah, it's incredibly tedious. Unlinked is a total game-changer for this. It solves the headache by letting you access huge, curated collections of apps using just a simple numeric code. It's essentially a highly efficient shortcut for sideloading. Moving on to Section 2, Top Code Libraries, and how we categorize these repositories. Now, there's a massive variety of tools tucked away inside these libraries. It's kind of like walking into different specialty stores. For example, code 969-60000, also known as Top Store, focuses heavily on system tools and utility apps, really great for your routine maintenance. Meanwhile, Stream It All, which is under code 676645537, is this huge repository for comprehensive media and official apps. Then you've got Stream Doctor at 33627466, pivoting back to system utilities and security tools. And finally, Stream Kings at 7919E0D4 specializes in legitimate IPTV and technical tools. So you aren't just opening a random grab bag here. You're stepping into highly specific, curated environments based on the exact code you punch in. But hey, having the code is really only half the battle, right? Because access requirements can vary wildly. These libraries are managed by independent creators, which means who gets in is entirely up to them. Some, like that Stream It All library we just mentioned, are completely open doors. Anyone can access them. Others actually require a specific 4-digit PIN to get past the bouncer. For instance, both the Top Store and the Mega App Pack require the PIN 911911. It's just an extra layer of control that the managers use to handle server traffic and keep an eye on entry. This brings us to a super important part. Section 3, Security and Safety Risks, focusing on IT compliance and risk mitigation. Let's look at a direct quote from our source material here. It says, "Virus total scans of the unlinked application itself show no malicious flags. However, individual apps in unlinked stores may not undergo the same security checks as official App Store applications." The absolutely crucial takeaway here is the difference between the vehicle and the payload. Think of unlinked as the vehicle. The vehicle is clean, but the apps sitting inside those libraries, the payload, they completely lack any centralized security oversight. You are ultimately putting your trust in an anonymous library creator, not a massive company like Amazon or Google, to ensure that software is safe. Let's break this down just a little further. Legitimate applications, the ones you usually use, operate entirely within legal frameworks. They include official apps, and they distribute authorized content. Contrast that with unauthorized apps. Here's where we start running into potential copyright concerns, completely unverified software, and some massive data security vulnerabilities. So as an informed user, maintaining strict IT compliance means really acknowledging the stark contrast and making deliberate, safe choices about what exactly you're allowing onto your home network. And why is network safety so important? Well, because ISPs, hackers, and external third parties are literally always monitoring online activities. The second you connect a device to the internet, your IP address is highly visible to the world. If you're out there experimenting with third-party software repositories, that visibility immediately turns into a significant privacy liability. So what's the most direct solution to this exposure? A virtual private network, or VPN. Currently, if you leverage a service like ExpressVPN on a 2-year plan, you're looking at a massive 81% savings, which is pretty great. Utilizing a reliable VPN encrypts your connection and completely masks that visible IP address we just talked about. Plus, it usually comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Honestly, it's just a standard, risk-free best practice for securing literally any device you plan to sideload on. Okay, let's get into the how-to. Section 4, Step-by-step installation and executing the code entry process. So, assuming you've already gone into your device settings and enabled apps from unknown sources, here is the exact process. First up, you're going to launch Unlinked and select Add a new library. Next, just click into the code entry field. From there, type in your chosen code using your remote, maybe one of the ones we reviewed earlier, and hit Next. Now, you just wait a moment for the external server to load the content. Once the library displays, click Enter. And that's it. You can now browse the available applications. It's a remarkably straightforward process, but please remember, executing these steps means you are actively bypassing your official store's security protocols.
Finally, let's look at what this does to your hardware in Section 5, Technical Performance Considerations, Device Impact, and Trade-offs. You've got to know that stacking multiple third-party apps can severely degrade your device's baseline performance. Remember, these aren't always optimized the way official apps are. That means they can chew through system resources, silently draining your memory and processing power right there in the background. On top of that, app compatibility is kind of a gamble. It really depends on whether you're rocking an older Firestick or the newest 4K model. And one last thing from an infrastructure standpoint, these code libraries rely on external, privately funded hosting. A library that works perfectly today could literally vanish tomorrow without any notice whatsoever.